Back to the channel. Now in this video is in fact very important. Now before I get into it, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and as always click the notification bell so you're up to date on all my recent videos. And remember guys, nothing you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. Now with that being said guys, we're at a pivotal stage in the year. I am anticipating a pullback in the cryptocurrency space towards the start of March. Again, this is something that's healthy. Do not be too alarmed. This is just how the market cycles. We cannot move in a straight line. So let's start off with Bitcoin. I'm anticipating a potential move back down to the downside. We could potentially go as far as 45k per coin. We could at worst go back down to 42,000, which is again just under a 25% move. So do be prepared for that and do not be alarmed. Again, if you're not in Bitcoin, maybe a good chance to get in and stock up on some Bitcoin. Again, if you are holding Bitcoin and you do believe in a project long term, watching this video is going to essentially give you an insight. So if the market does crash, you'll be prepared for what you could do potentially moving forward. So guys, please do not let fear trick you out of your position. This is going to be one of the biggest years for the crypto space, potentially. I'm not going to say ever, because we are expecting more bullish years ahead, but I do expect the crypto space is pretty much moving a straight line this year. Definitely a big year for crypto, but again, these pullbacks need to happen and are completely healthy. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum, I'm not expecting a massive pullback, potentially back down to 1,600 at the most. Again, just over 10% move. Nothing major. I'm still very bullish on Ethereum. I'm expecting this to launch this year. I mean, everybody has such big high expectations for Ethereum this year, and as you can see, it's pretty much moving slowly to the upside, even though it is pretty much trending in a straight line. But remember guys, you do have to make the most of the current opportunities that we have at the moment, because we may never see price this cheap again. So for example, waiting for price to go all the way back down to $500 or $1,000, it may never happen again. So therefore, waiting around hoping for that and then price goes up to a level where it's completely out your price range will only be a disservice to yourself. So let's go back to Bitcoin and I'll show you that example again live. So we started at 27,000 for this year. A lot of people assume that price will move back down to 18,000, even lower. But again, I remember having a conversation with people and saying, it's highly unlikely we're going to see price go lower than 27,000, at least for a long time, especially now that major institutions are now pouring their money into the market, Bitcoin in particular. And as you can see, we pretty much moved in a straight line to the upside, and we did get a pullback most recently. But let's look at that pullback again. These are the pullbacks that I'm talking about that are completely healthy. Again, just over 30% pullback. You had two options: either restock or hold your position. If you had sold your position, unfortunately, you just missed out on over 100%. And this is what happened time and time again. And that's why it's so important to be prepared and understand the space you're in. If you're prepared, you can actually anticipate and actually handle the pullbacks or what's to come fairly easily. When it's just completely a shock to you, you make rash decisions and end up making mistakes. So for example, selling too early or doing nothing, basically sitting on your hands and then just watching the market trend to the upside till eventually, let's say you plan to put a decent amount at 100k and then price pulls back down to 50k. This is what happens time and time again. And let's just look at the altcoins, right? So we've looked at ETH. Let's look at Cake, some decent altcoins. Me personally, I'm getting into some of these now rather than waiting till March, because of course March the market could just continue to go up. There might not be a pullback at all. We could see a pullback this week and then see price completely move rocket to the moon in March. So that pullback that I'm talking about could potentially happen this week. So I'm stocking up on all my altcoins, the ones I believe in long term. And again, the projects that I don't mind holding if the market did crash, I would only buy more. So Bitcoin Cash has been a prime example of that. We've been just buying basically at the bottom. And as you can see, we're clearly getting ready to break to the upside, but price is pretty much ranging. And we are okay with that because we believe in this project long term. Another project, Dot, again, a lot of you would be wishing and hoping for this to pull back. To be honest with you, if this pulls back to $26 again, I'm buying again. Why? I'm super bullish on Dot. I believe this is going to be one of the biggest cryptocurrencies of this decade. A lot of potential. I'll do another video on that as well, but this is just a prime example, guys. Like, just make the most of it, because after this year, who knows where price will be. At the end of the day, we're all early adopters here. We're all in the market at the right time, and I'm just looking forward to the future. With that being said, guys, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and as always, seize the day.